My name is Ivan, or Ivan to my friends. Well, I'm here because, I used to go here a very long time ago. I came here for the home program of the as a brain injured child, and then I moved on to the ETI school of, I don't know what you call it, BTS school, and then I came here as as someone who's really interested in learning this as a prospective parent. My symptoms were what people normally call cerebral palsy, which is what you guys call a midbrain injury. And there was a lot of other stuff in there, but primarily a midbrain injury. And the symptoms were a lot like what you see in other kids who have cerebral palsy, like like a lot of motor inhibition, a lot of motor difficulty, a lot of difficulty, difficulty with speech, and also difficulty with sensation, very, very hard of understanding. Not only couldn't I speak, but I also didn't have language, right? So I couldn't produce the words, but I also didn't have the cognitive capability for those words. So my memories of doing the program, I think they were really all or mostly on the floor, right? So if I would paint a picture, just really crawling on carpeted floor, right? On those rollout carpets, right? Various colors, and of various things that we did in the intellectual program, right? So like a lot of the bits of intelligence, and obviously the violin. I love the violin. This was obviously once I had graduated from the home program, right? But and I remember things as early actually as cross patterning, right? So just cross patterning is a technique that's helps the baby learn how to move in a cross pattern essentially. And for babies that can't do that, well, that's what they have to do. So I have memories still. They're mostly kinesthetic memories of someone holding my head and someone holding my arms and someone holding my feet, and feeling like them move my hands and arms and feet across the table. It wasn't, the most pleasant experience, but now standing here with you, I can tell you, like, it was really worth it. So I remember feeling like I was getting better. Um, Particularly though, it was not during the process itself. I think because I couldn't recognize my condition as such. But it was after, So my experience in my life was that I was quite capable once I finished the home program, but as I grew older, a lot of the higher level functions really started becoming more robust, right? So it was really obvious to me, going from being a very poor skier with a lot of difficulty to being a very good, not a very, very good skier, but like a decently competent skier, to be able to catch a decently, fast ball and throw a decently good pitch, those kinds of things. So, and all that happened as I was 8, 9, and 10, so towards my older years. It's almost difficult for me to describe it in its entirety because I was really built from this place. To give you an idea of just how far-reaching this goes, well, there are three main areas of study in the institutes, right? Physical, intellectual, and physiological, right? Well, I went to school for linguistics, and I became a runner, and now I work in the field of sports science, right? And what I do is I really want to help athletes physiologically in particular. Well, I'm considering probably going off to study sports physiology or even medicine, right? So without consciously doing it because of my past, it so happens that I really want in my life a physical, a physiological, and an intellectual field of study, right? So very, very strongly, right? as far as the running goes, running was really the most, I think I liked it because it was the most difficult thing that I could do, particularly because of my midbrain issue, right? Because that motor coordination for very long distances, never mind the respiration. I know we're getting into very, a lot of jargon here, but let's say that it's very difficult, for a child to really not just produce a running movement, but really maintain it for a very long period of time. So it's being able to do so and being able to run a mean marathon has almost, and the few things that it's taken for me, like, because even now I'm fixing tiny biomechanic issues, esoteric stuff, but it's still bringing me closer to that excellence.